Price target 350 on Nvidia. This ARM deal going bust. No material change or difference. Why?
Well, listen, I think it was already reflected in the stock price here. I mean, there was definitely uncertainty kind of, heading into, just the announcement today. But, just over the last year plus, I mean, even when the deal was announced back in September of 2020, we had pegged about a 50% probability of the deal actually going through. And that's because of all the regulatory hurdles involved with it. Not only China, but you had the UK, you had Europe, you had the US, all kind of as all potential headwinds and hurdles from a regulatory perspective. And of course, back just in December, that was really the nail in the coffin when the FTC essentially came out and opposed the deal and essentially said it would stifle competition among a lot of the other chip makers out there. And as a result, we had dropped our probability to less than 10% at that time. So kind of going into this announcement here, it really had no impact on our end because we already thought much of the buy side had already factored that into its analysis.
Is this also another way of saying, Anthony, that losing the ARM deal sort of takes away or removes an overhang over Nvidia stock?
It absolutely does in our view. I mean, listen, I think when we look at Nvidia, when we kind of look at what they have in front of them over the next decade, I mean, the opportunities are absolutely enormous. Would an ARM acquisition have helped them? Absolutely. I mean, if there's one area that Nvidia is probably lacking, it's their presence within the mobile space. So clearly, ARM would have given them a nice injection within that area. And then also, they could have utilized ARM to really kind of roll out and potentially kind of create a nice ecosystem within the data center space driven on the ARM architecture, which you don't see right now. It's largely driven by the x86 architecture from Intel and AMD. But that being said, listen, I think it removes an overhang, and I think at the end of the day, Nvidia still has many levers to kind of drive itself from a growth perspective over the next decade.